Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier session, we had started with NumPy and we also saw how we can create an array by using the array function in NumPy. And today, let's look into the various ways in which we can create arrays in NumPy. So, in the previous session, I had shown you about np.array and we used to give the elements in the list or tuple. And today, I'll show you how I can use the dtype in array function. So friends, firstly for working with NumPy arrays, we have to import NumPy as np, the alias name, and then a equal to np.array is the function. Array is the function to which I am passing a list of elements 20, 30, 40, 50. So now if I say print a, I get the output in the array format. So it's given it in the NumPy array format 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now all these are integers by default because the array function takes the items in the integer format by default. So if I want it in the floating format, I can specify comma dtype equal to float. Dtype equal to float. If I say so and run the code, I get it in the floating notation, that is with a decimal point 10 point, 20 point, 30 point, 40 point and 50 point. So all the elements will be converted into the floating format. And now if I say char or string str and run the code, I get it in quotes which is in the string format. So if I don't specify d type, it's an optional field. If I don't specify any d type, it will take it in the integer format, else it will take in the format which has been specified in the d type parameter. So this is one method of creating an array in NumPy, that is with the help of array function. Now let's look into the second method, how to create an array in NumPy. It is the arange function. Arange function is one of the most popular method for creating an array within a specified range. It takes the starting point of the array, the ending point of the array and the step size. And the fourth parameter, the last parameter is d type, what we saw just now, the d type, which is optional. This is optional. Only the ending point is mandatory and default start point and step size are optional. So in the arange function, only the ending point is mandatory field. All other fields are optional fields. So firstly, let me take my np dot arange. This is the arange function and I am specifying my starting parameter as 0. So starting point is 0, comma, ending point is 11, comma, and step size is 2. So it increments by 2 and prints the value. And now when I say print my a, run the code. So starting point is 0. It starts from 0. Take a step size of 2. So it increments to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It does not print 12 because the ending point is only till 11. And it takes only till n minus 1, that is 11 minus 1, that is equal to 10. And it considers a step size of 2 because we are given 2 as the step size. And now we know that the starting point and the step size is optional. So let me remove the starting point and let me remove the step size even. So I am given only the ending point, which is the mandatory field. When I I'll make it as 12. When I run this code, I get it from 0 to 11 with step size as 1 because the default step size is 1. So it increments 1 time and gives it in the array format the elements which for the ending point equal to 12, it gives it out in the array format the list of elements. And now if I want to reverse my array, so I can give 20 as the starting point, 5 as the ending point, and minus 1. So it comes it in the reverse order. So now when I print, it comes in the reverse order 20, 19, 18, 17 till 6 because it is taking in the reverse order and it takes only till 6, that is n minus 1. So since it is 5, it takes till the n minus 1 factor, that is equal to 6. So this is how arange function works in NumPy. So we are specifying the starting parameter, starting point, ending point and step size. And starting point and step size are optional, only the ending point is the mandatory field. And now friends, let's move on to the another function through which we can create NumPy array, that is linspace. Linspace function is one of the most popular method for creating a NumPy array. It takes 3 arguments, that is the start index, end index and the number of elements. So here we are specifying the number of elements. So when we use the linspace, it helps in proper linear stepping or spacing between the array elements. We get proper spacing between the array elements. Syntax is linspace start index, comma end index, comma number of elements. So instead of arange now, let me take linspace. I have to give 3 parameters, that is start index which is 15, I am taking, say so, and end index is 55 and the number of elements is 10. So now when I run the code, it is linearly spaced. First element is 15 point, then 19.4, 23.8, 28.3. So it is linearly spaced and it will have total of 10 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then 10. Total of 10 elements, start index is 15, end index is 55 and it is linearly spaced. Now let's look into another example where I take start index as 20, end index as 40 and step number of elements is equal to 20. Now when I run the code, I get 20 elements in all which is linearly spaced. So this is one more method of creating a NumPy array. And the fourth one for today is the empty function. It is used to create a NumPy array when we do not have any specific values as such. It takes in 2 arguments. The first one is the shape of the array and the second one is dtype, and it builds a random value array. Syntax is empty, then I have to specify the shape of the array and then dtype. Dtype can be float or character, so whatever value we want the array elements to have. So let me say np dot empty then I will specify 3, 2 which is the array shape, comma dtype equal to float. So when I run this code, I get a 3 by 2 array with random values in the array and it will be in the floating notation. So all these are 2.1, 2.1, 1.0, 1.96.31. All these are randomly generated values. It will be of the size 3 by 2, 3 into 2. That is 3 rows and 2 columns. 3 rows and 2 elements in each row. And D type is float, so it will have floating values. Hope so friends, it is clear for you the different ways in which we can create an array. One is with a simple array function. The next is with arrange. The third one is for linspace. And the fourth one is by empty function. And in the next session, let's look into other different methods of creating arrays by using random functions. So that's it for you in this session. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.